There's a silent thief in your life. It doesn't break into your home. It doesn't steal your wallet, and you won't even notice it until it's too late. This thief steals dreams, drains potential, and quietly destroys futures. It's called neglect. Most people don't fail because they make one big mistake. No. They fail because of hundreds of tiny choices they let slide thinking, I'll deal with it later. But later never comes. Stay with me till the end, because today we uncover Jim Rohn's powerful lesson, the price of neglect and how to avoid paying it. 1. Small neglects that destroy financial health. Financial ruin rarely begins with a single catastrophic event. More often, it's the accumulation of tiny, seemingly harmless decisions, the casual neglect of a budget, the impulse purchases justified as deserved treats, the blind eye turned toward mounting subscription fees or unnoticed interest charges. People imagine that financial collapse arrives suddenly, like a storm that wipes out everything overnight. But in truth, wealth erodes quietly, like water seeping through the cracks of a neglected dam. Each ignored receipt, each unplanned expense, each delay in saving becomes a small act of sabotage against one's future security. The individual who says, "It's just a few dollars," underestimates the power of compounding, both for growth and for decay. A few dollars lost today could have been a seed for tomorrow's prosperity, a small investment that might have multiplied over time. Instead, it becomes a leak, slow but relentless, draining the reservoir of financial stability. The Stoics taught the importance of attention to one's thoughts, one's actions, one's life. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to watch the small impulses, for they shape the larger character. The same principle applies to money. Financial discipline is not forged in moments of crisis, but in the quiet choices made daily. A man who cannot manage the small sums cannot be trusted with large ones. Neglect breeds disorder, and disorder in finances soon breeds anxiety, dependence, and shame. To ignore your spending is to surrender control over your future. When you lose awareness of where your money goes, you also lose awareness of your values, for how you spend reflects what you truly prioritize. People often say, "I'll save when I earn more," yet that mindset is precisely what ensures they never will. If one cannot respect a small income, a larger one will not fix the problem. Financial health, like physical health, depends on consistent care, not occasional miracles. The same way a body decays when neglected, so too does one's wealth when left unattended. You do not need to be wealthy to be wise with money, you only need to be alert. Track what you spend. Question every purchase. Choose utility over luxury, substance over appearance. And above all, recognize that comfort bought with borrowed money is misery postponed. The path to freedom is paved with awareness, discipline, and respect for the smallest coin. Master your pennies, and indeed your dollars will follow. 2. How procrastination steals opportunity. Procrastination is the silent thief of destiny. It does not roar into your life with chaos. It whispers softly, "You can do it tomorrow." And because that whisper feels gentle, we obey it. We convince ourselves that we're being prudent, waiting for the right moment, gathering strength, preparing mentally. Yet days turn into weeks, weeks into years, and life quietly slips through our fingers. The tragedy of procrastination is not just lost time, it's lost potential. Each delay is a door closing, an opportunity fading into memory. When we say, "I'll start when I'm ready," we forget that readiness is a product of action, not its prerequisite. Courage, skill, and clarity are born from doing, not waiting. Seneca once wrote, "While we wait for life, life passes." The Stoics understood that hesitation is the enemy of greatness. Fortune favors the bold, not because boldness guarantees success, but because it ensures movement. When you act, even imperfectly, you learn, you adapt, you grow. But when you delay, you stagnate. The mind becomes dull, creativity withers, and motivation dissolves. Most people fail, not because they lack talent, but because they delay its expression. They spend their lives preparing for a moment that never comes. There is no perfect time to begin, only this moment, which is already slipping away. Procrastination thrives on self-deception. It dresses itself as patience, prudence, even self-care. It tells you to wait for inspiration, for a sign, for the stars to align. Yet the universe rewards the one who acts. Every great success story is a story of urgency, the person who acted before they felt ready, who took the risk while others hesitated. Opportunity is like a passing train. It does not stop for indecision. The disciplined person, therefore, trains themselves to move at once, to write the first page, make the first call, take the first step. You will never regret starting too soon, but you will spend a lifetime regretting never starting at all. Remember, tomorrow is where dreams go to die. Begin now, however imperfectly. Action today is worth 1,000 intentions for tomorrow. 3. Staying alert to your habits. Your habits are the architecture of your destiny. Every repeated action, no matter how small, lays another brick in the foundation of your future. Excellence is not a gift or a lucky break. It is a rhythm of discipline, built moment by moment, day by day. Neglect that rhythm, and decline follows naturally. Miss one workout, and it seems trivial. Miss two, and it becomes a pattern. Skip reading today, and you've simply taken a break. Skip again tomorrow, and your mind begins to dull. The danger of small neglects is their invisibility. They rarely announce themselves as threats. Yet over time, they shape your identity. What you do repeatedly becomes who you are. The Stoics placed enormous emphasis on daily examination. Epictetus advised that we should never let sleep close our eyes until we have reviewed the day, asking what was done well, what was done poorly, and what could be improved. This was not self-criticism, but self-awareness. By observing our habits, we become masters of ourselves instead of slaves to impulse. When you drift from awareness, your habits take over, and your habits do not care for your goals. They will lead you wherever they are strongest, toward growth or decay. A single good habit, consistently practiced, can transform a life, but a single bad one, left unchecked, can undo years of effort. The secret to mastery lies not in intensity, but in consistency. The person who trains briefly but daily surpasses the one who exerts themselves heroically once in a while. Greatness is hidden in ordinary repetition. Read every day, even for 10 minutes. Reflect each night, even briefly. Choose water over soda, walk instead of scrolling, speak truth instead of flattery. Each choice reinforces a habit, and each habit reinforces your character. If you stay alert to the small patterns that shape your days, you will never wake up one morning wondering where your discipline went. It will still be there, quietly doing its work. Remember, your habits are writing the story of your life. Make sure the author is awake. 4. Preventing small errors from becoming big regrets. Every regret people carry started as something tiny, a call not made, a skill never learned, a chance ignored. Big failures are born from unnoticed seeds. Correct the small errors now. A minor course correction today prevents a crash tomorrow. Take responsibility early, because regret is the most expensive bill life sends. Every downfall begins quietly. A neglected habit, a small lie, a single compromise. No one trips over a mountain. We stumble over pebbles. Yet the wise learn to see those pebbles for what they are, warnings, not nuisances. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Do not act as if you had 10,000 years to live. The inevitable hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." In that spirit, we must act early, before a mistake matures into a regret too heavy to carry. Regret is not born in a moment of disaster. It is born in the quiet repetition of neglect. You skip your studies once, then twice, and soon the habit of avoidance defines you. You ignore a friend's message, thinking you'll reply later, and later becomes never. Life's most painful laments are not about the grand failures we couldn't control. They are about the small ones we could have. The Stoics remind us that vigilance in little things is the mark of self-mastery. Discipline in daily choices is the armor that guards against remorse. Consider the pilot who ignores a slight deviation in course. A degree off today seems harmless, but across an ocean, that single degree leads hundreds of miles astray. Life works the same way. Every choice, however small, sets a direction. The man who dismisses self-reflection drifts into confusion. The woman who tolerates a toxic pattern drifts into suffering. The one who corrects course early, however, navigates with purpose. Seneca advised, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." To waste time is to let small missteps compound into the erosion of potential. The wise live as if each decision were a seed, because it is. A careless thought sown in anger grows into resentment. A small act of honesty sown in humility grows into trust. Each moment is a chance to plant wisely. Regret whispers, "If only I had," but wisdom whispers earlier, "I must not forget to." That is the difference between pain and peace. The Stoic path is not about suppressing emotion, but anticipating consequence. To foresee the outcome of negligence is to live with foresight. To correct a fault when it's still small is an act of mercy toward your future self. So pause often. Reflect daily. Ask yourself not just what went wrong, but what could go wrong if I continue like this? Adjust while the cost is low, correct while the scar is small. Pride resists correction, but humility accepts it. And humility, though it stings in the moment, saves a lifetime of regret later. Remember, small errors uncorrected become habits. Habits unchallenged become identity, and identity unexamined becomes fate. Be vigilant. A small lie, a small delay, a small excuse, each carries a future weight. Wisdom is the art of intercepting regret before it forms. The Stoic does not wait for the storm. He repairs the roof when the first drop falls. 5. Living intentionally every day. Success isn't built in a year, it's built in minutes. The question is not, did I live today, but did I live it on purpose? Plan your days, guard your time, choose growth over comfort, action over excuse, discipline over neglect. Live with intention, and every day becomes a brick in the foundation of greatness. Life drifts toward chaos when left unattended. The default state of a human life is not excellence, it is distraction. To live intentionally is to wage war against that drift. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Most people never ask that first question. They wake, react, and repeat. They live as if time were endless, but the wise know every sunrise is a transaction. You spend one day of your finite balance. Intentional living begins with awareness. It means knowing why you act, not just what you do. It means choosing your path rather than inheriting one from the world. The Stoics saw life as a field of choices. Each act either aligns you with virtue or pulls you from it. When you plan your day, you are not controlling time, you are aligning yourself with purpose. To drift without aim is to surrender your life to chance. Seneca warned, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." In other words, even fortune is useless without direction. People complain of wasted days, yet never steer their hours. They scroll, they gossip, they delay. But the one who lives intentionally treats every moment as a sacred trust. Time, not money, is the true currency of life. To spend it carelessly is the subtlest form of self-betrayal. Living intentionally is not about perfection or rigid control. It's about presence. When you eat, taste your food. When you work, give your full effort. When you love, be fully there. The Stoics taught that happiness comes from aligning our actions with our nature. Our nature is to act rationally, courageously, and with purpose. A life lived without intention, therefore, is a life lived beneath our own potential. The difference between drifting and directing is choice. Comfort whispers, "Stay here, it's easy." Growth whispers, "Go further, it's worth it." Every decision pulls you closer to one or the other. Discipline may feel like sacrifice in the moment, but it is actually freedom. Freedom from regret, from mediocrity, from the tyranny of impulse. Intention is the architect of all enduring success. At day's end, ask yourself, did I live today on purpose? Did I act according to my values or merely according to my moods? The Stoics practiced this nightly reflection to strengthen self-awareness. They understood that greatness is not a single act. It is the accumulation of deliberate days. One day lived with clarity outweighs 100 lived in confusion. Every day is a brick. Laid carefully, they form a fortress of character. Laid carelessly, they form a prison of regret. Choose the pattern you are building. Do not wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is always now. The Stoic lives each day as if it were both his first and last, eager to learn, unwilling to waste. That is intention made flesh. Remember, neglect starts as an exception and ends as a habit. Success is not about doing everything, it's about not ignoring the things that matter. Start today, stay aware, stay intentional, and build a life you will never regret.